How is life going?
Good, good.
Okay, so Prashant, you must turn on your video. This is one of the
Yeah, sure.
requirements of this job. Okay, thank you. So
Okay.
Prashant, so first I would like to ask you, you are currently looking at SAP MM, right?
Yes.
Okay, so would you please tell me something about SAP MM?
So basically, MM looks after materials management, purchasing, and inventory. All the procurement cycle and inventory movements are handled in basic MM module, and so MM is being integrated with other modules as well. For example, it is with FI and SD and other all core modules. Um,
Okay,
anything? Yeah.
okay. So can you tell me, can a material be used after flagging it for deletion?
Material can be flagged for deletion, and once it is marked as flag for deletion, it is not possible to use. So you need to either mark, remove the mark for deletion mark, or you can use a separate material. Mark for deletion is done, can be done at two levels, at client level and at plant level.
Okay, so can you tell me what is the difference between contracts and scheduling agreements?
Contract is basically what you, it's like a sort of a legal document you sign with the external vendor, and contract, and what is the other document you said?
Scheduling agreement.
Scheduling agreements, yeah. So scheduling agreements you can use to how can I say, let's say you can agree on a certain date to supply the goods to the warehouse.
Okay. So if you have a multi-line item PO, can you release
Yeah,
the PO item by item?
yeah. Release strategy can be set at item level. That is a prerequisite. Or else if the PO is the release strategy, if it is in the header level, it will be a one-time release. You can set it for item-wise release as well.
So what are the various steps in MML cycle from material creation through invoice?
Sorry.
My question is, what are the various steps in the MM cycle from material creation through
Yeah.
invoice?
So you create the materials, then you create the info records, then you raise the purchase order with the combination of material and vendor. And if there's a release strategy popping up, you can approve the PO using MA29 and or MA28. And once you receive the stocks, basically you can do the goods inventory movement using MIGO with the 101 movement type. And once everything is completed, you can do the vendor payment using MIRO.
Okay, so let me ask you some question apart from SAP. So
Yeah.
what is the most difficult change you have encountered in your career?
Uh, when I started my SAP career, I started as a service support associate. There, basically, I was involved in solving daily issues raised by users. And when I moved to my second employer, which I'm working for now, it's basically moving to projects, and so the culture was different, the working hours were different. So at the beginning, it was sort of difficult to adapt, and now I have managed to transfer myself to the new working environment.
Okay. Uh, uh, can you give me an example of a time when you have had to be creative or unconventional in solving a problem?
Uh, okay. For example, I can say recently I was involved in S4HANA implementation. There, one of the end users was really struggling to get hold of the SAP usage, like how to log in, how to use the transaction code. So I had to go deep into the grassroots level and say, like, this is how you log into the system, this is how you enter a T code, this is what happens in transactions. So that was, I can say, one example.
Okay. Okay. So, what are the key ingredients to building a good relationship with others?
Uh, Good communication skills both ways, and decisions on time, making communication on time.
Okay. So, uh, can you give me an example of when you faced an ethical dilemma at work?
Any difficulty?
An ethical dilemma at work.
Ethical dilemma. So when you work on a project team, you work with multiple consultants in multiple modules. Now, that the trans when so if example, if you testing, say, a make to order process cycle where you start from the sales order creation and until the sales order delivery,
Mhm.
cross-model integrations are involved in the middle. For example, if my model is integrated to the costing run, PP consultant is involved into the production cycle. So let's say, even though we work as a team, uh, sometimes when if we are struggling somewhere in the middle, for example, if we are stuck in the some issue in the costing run that's related to the FI consultant, so if he or she is taking a lot of time, that delays the entire process, and it can delay our delivery dates for a project to go live. And so we need to have the keep our friendships and relationships with the consultant as well. And in the meantime, we need to also to deliver on time for customers. So it's a tricky situation at that time to how to handle those.
Okay, so let's get back to the SAP questions. So,
Okay.
what is the price control indicator?
Price control indicator.
Hmm.
It is in the same procedure.
It's basically maintained in an accounting view and is to determine how material will be
Sorry,
evaluated.
I didn't get
Price
it.
control indicator is maintained in accounting view and used to determine how a material
Yeah.
will be evaluated. Okay.
Uh, so it's basically related to goods receipt and invoice verification.
Hmm. Okay. So, uh, can you tell me what are the various procedures for counting physical inventory?
Uh, so you create the inventory document first, then you enter the material and the batch wise quantity,
Hmm.
and you post the variance afterwards, MI01, MI04, and if I'm not mistaken, MI07 are the transaction codes.
Okay. So, what is the use of split valuation?
Valuation, you can do it two ways, so material wise or at plant level.
So, can you tell me how do you set automatic accounting assignment in MM?
Automatic account assignment.
So are you
You
familiar
can,
with it or not?
no, I haven't done account assignment automation.
Okay, so do you
You
have
can,
any idea about business area?
yeah,
Can you tell me something about it?
business area is basically you can post the FI related documents to a particular business area rather than UGL, and it's you can basically have separate business areas for separate plants in a particular company code.
How do you perform a goods issue?
Goods issue, you can do it through MIGO or MB1A.
Hmm?
Goods issue, the cost center is with the moment type 201. Uh, yeah.
Okay, okay. So can you tell me what is the difference between a standard purchasing organization and a reference purchasing organization?
Standard purchasing organization is basically the purchase job which you use to do the raising the purchase orders and do the GRN. And reference purchase organizations is where, say, one purchase job can be divided into two, uh, one for local purchasing and one for import purchasing, like this.
Okay. So how to deactivate a vendor so that it cannot be used for further transaction?
Uh, you can block it for purchasing in the vendor master.
Okay. Okay. So do you have any idea about EAN?
EAN, I have seen that message in the system sometimes, but I haven't used it actually.
Okay. Okay. So what are the different ways to organize purchasing organizations?
Different ways to organize. You mean through configs?
Hello?
Do you mean through configs?
No, not really. Anyway, so let me move back to the next question. So, what are the what is some of the common stocks, transport order movement types?
Uh, GRN is 101, delivery PJ is 641. That's it, 641 and 101. Wow. GRN reversal is 102, PJ reversal is 642.
Okay, so can you manually generate a purchase requisition referencing a purchase order or a scheduling agreement?
Uh, a purchase requisition cannot be created referring a purchase order,
Hmm.
but it can be created using a contract or scheduling agreement.
Okay, Prashant, thank you so much for joining this session. So it was really nice talking to you. So basically, this is a very initial phase of this recruitment process.
Yeah,
So once
yeah,
you're shortlisted here, then you'll be contacted for the second round of the interview and you'll get to know everything about the company, the benefit structure and everything. Okay.
sure,
So I
sure.
wish you a very good luck for the second round.
Thank you.
So stay safe. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.